Andrew Morgan. Thank you very much for joining us this evening on Mills. We can see a skip behind us there with people's livelihoods in it, really. How has this happened again, just 5 years on from Storm Dennis?
So at this location, it was river flooding from the River Rhondda. It's come up both through the drains. I was meeting with some businesses today where it comes through the basements into the street and this flooded. Some of the businesses have had flood improvements since last time, where we provided grants for floodgates and to make the business more resilient. But a number of them today have obviously had water in yesterday, and I've been speaking to some of them earlier this afternoon.
Would you admit then that not enough has been done, not enough money has been able to be put into that in the last 5 years to stop it happening again?
In terms of from the local authority, since Storm Dennis, we've actually spent around £100 million on culverts, river walls, where in some cases they're ours, but in most cases flood defences on rivers are not ours, they are NRW. But where there's been river flooding, such as in Science Street, Borough Road, here, that is for NRW, and I've just had a meeting this afternoon with NRW, and I'm meeting their chief executive tomorrow in my office to have a further conversation on what does the modelling show, because they've done a lot of modelling, but we now need to know, can they build flood defences, and if so, when?
If so, when indeed? What about the immediate response here? A lot of people saying sandbags weren't handed out quickly enough, they weren't warned far enough in advance. What do you say to those people who are now struggling to cope with the effects now?
So today I've just had a conversation with NRW. I plan tomorrow to have a conversation with the Met Office, who have been in touch with me around the warning systems, because they are responsible for the warnings in terms of flooding from rivers, etc. It does appear that in Pontypridd, certainly, the flood warnings were either late coming, or it may have been from the time flood warnings were issued to the time or they triggered, water was already flooding locations. Same in my own area, Mountain Ash flooded yesterday. I was out all day yesterday. The river burst its banks there. The flood warnings appear to have come through with very little time.
I'm sure you can understand how cross that will make people, and that's something that clearly needs to be looked at. And you talk about Pontypridd, the Lido as well, flooded. How long will it take to get that back on track again?
We're confident the Lido hasn't been flooded as bad as last time. Last time it cost hundreds of thousands of pounds insurance. This time we think it's just a few £1,000s worth. It needs cleaning. We're confident it'll be reopened for the Boxing Day swim. But I have to say our main attention as a council right now is supporting residents. There's a number of properties in the Rhondda and in Cynnan that have been flooded. Our teams have been out all weekend. We've had dozens and dozens of contractors on top of our own staff. There is a big clean-up operation underway.
Okay, well, I appreciate how busy you are. We'll let you get on with that and hopefully get out of the rain a bit. Councillor Andrew Morgan from Rhondda Cynon South, Council Leader, thank you very much for speaking to us this evening.